veins. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Neat.
Woo! What's up, man?
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to see how much of a delay we've got.
It's been a minute.
Yes, with my awful green screen.
You have a green screen leaning against the wall, don't you?
No, it's on like a it's on like a tripod thing behind me. It's just for whatever reason the lighting or something. We're just gonna pretend that this is the way I meant it to be. That's the way it's supposed to be.
All right. Cool.
And
What's
apparently
up,
some things have changed here. Some things haven't changed. Toxic's already been mass murdered in chat. I just started handing out wrenches again. So there's two different kind of moderator wrenches apparently now. There is the regular moderator, and then there's the better one that like it's slow chat and all that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Well, I got that. Superman gave me that for his streams. And you can't use your extra special powers on a computer. You can only do it on a phone.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. You can put in words that will be blocked in chat. There's only two things you can do. Words you can block in chat and something else. I forget.
Slow the speed of the chat.
Maybe. I don't know.
Something like that.
I played with them one day. They're just whatever.
Well, for the meantime, we'll get back to our usual shenanigans. So if anybody's just coming in, there's only a few people in here. The old channel is completely gone. There is no way to get it back. So we'll spread the word. If anybody used to hang out in here that you know of, they need to resub to this channel, because all the 1,000+ subs we had from the old channel, it's all doesn't mean anything. It's gone. Poof. So we're starting over. I appreciate the 62 subscribers that subbed to the channel before we even went live again from several months ago, actually. And just to clear the record, we were already planning on streaming today. I was hanging out with Toby one last week, and we were talking about starting streaming again and all this stuff. So we were already planning on starting as of today, and just coincidentally, PulseChain launched this week. So I just want to clear the air on that, so people don't think like, okay, you bailed on us and now you're back just because PulseChain launched. That's not what happened. Just, real life happens and a lot of stuff going on, and YouTube screwed us over. And it was just difficult to get back on the horse, but we're back.
Yep.
So should have a couple people coming to hang out with us, but
how did Excellent Choice not have a wrench? Oh, right. Sorry. You just explained why. I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
I
know, right?
It's weird. Discord.
It's weird to see all the gray, right? So as you guys type, you should see you have a wrench now. And if you are new, everybody gets a wrench here, unless you give us a reason to take it off of you.
Who kicked Toxic out? Who had a wrench then?
Hex on Air, I just given him a wrench, and he diverginated his wrench on Toxic's face.
Dude, you're killing me, bro.
Yes.
I mean, killing him, bro.
Yeah. Toxic. People don't forget, man. When you have a rep like him.
Toxic and Sandy are getting along famously.
What, in Hex Tokens chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never know. Sometimes opposites attract.
Yeah.
So, but
so we're live, man.
Yeah. How about that? We're back. There's a lot of other stuff going on. I think Hexo's still streaming. Other people were streaming. There's a lot of like this celebratory, yay, PulseChain launched. Let's stream stuff going on. But that's fine because I don't
not
care
it's not as much as I thought, because I think everybody's busy ratio trading. You're muted.
There's an airplane.
Oh,
and it's so damn hot up here. I do have a fan running way back behind me. I don't know if you can hear it, but
nope.
I have to have the window open because the air is not on, and it is just way too muggy up here. If I close the window and turn off the fan, I'm gonna die.
Copy.
And I got a resin printer sitting over here with resin in the tub, so
nice.
Little airflow. Need a little airflow. I don't want to.
Does that mean I can start drinking now?
You can. Can you tell that? Do you see the green glow around my head? That's from me and the resin. I'm turning into a being evolved.
Are you going to be the new Joker?
Maybe. Maybe. I just don't know about the whole across the.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that. I am going to the dentist next month to get a couple teeth pulled, so maybe I will look like him when I'm.
That's funny, man. I'm going to a dentist Monday. I'm going down to Mexico for dentist.
Is that the way to do it?
Yeah, it's my first time going down there for any medicals, but it's really popular. And I got a new buddy that I onboarded, and his sister was going down. I was just like, oh, I'll go with you.
Yeah, nice. Well, let me know how it goes. I've got 2 extractions, a couple implants going to be happening and stuff. So I literally broke the one tooth they're supposed to be pulling back here.
I did
last week. I took a bite of something, and the whole back of it came off. And
you get a discount because you did part of the work.
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to look, there's only half of as much tooth to pull now. Do I get like 50%, or how's that work? So if you haven't already, on Twitter is the tweet for us going live. So tweet it out. I don't expect a ton of people to be on here, considering we've been disappeared and so much other stuff going on, but the more the merrier.
I saw my buddy and Tin Top's in there.
I seen Tin Top.
Hex on Air.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Squirrel. Excellent choice. Tracy G. My online ghost. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
Firefighting 82. Zen Zen launched what on PulseChain like half hour ago, 40 minutes ago.
Oh, did it?
What did it do? Firefighter 82 says it just broke the PulseChain gas.
Well, like we talked about before, when David Fetter the validators and everything for the network to be launched and get going, all these validators have to be up and running and different stuff. So
I just was saying that people in Discord are bitching and moaning that it was running slow. I said, look, he prepped us for that.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, here's what I've noticed over the last year and a half.
Christian. He's all pissed off it's running slow.
Yeah. Oh, Christian was the one on
CC.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, let's educate.
No wrench for him. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's educate. So
an MVS.
So it's gonna be slower at first. It's got to get started. All the motors got to get fired up and get moving down the tracks. So plus you got people that have been chomping at the bit to do something, and they're going on there, and they're probably just not just trying to do transactions, but then they go in, they get impatient, they're afraid something's wrong, then they try to speed it up so they pay more gas, and then they just kind of block up the system even more, right? So let's see.
What
is Brian Jackson?
Oh, MVS. He calls me Brian Jackson.
Oh, okay. So
Hex is burning. Zen is burning at 1,000x ratio. You can't make a swap for less than 1,000 PLS right now.
I'm excited to see everything that's going to be happening.
It's an attack. I mean, I think Zen is an attack on all of crypto, every chain.
Well, I don't know, but if you ever hang out in the Telegram channels.
Nope, I can't stand Telegram.
I am talking to everybody in general, but if anybody ever hangs out there, like I was in there just like I was with Pulse and PulseChain or PulseX sacrifice stages, trying to just answer the same repetitive questions, got answered over and over because nobody knows how to use a info bot and ask a question. And and it seems to me you got certain types of people, right? You got the informed, whether they watch a few, maybe even if you only watch Richard Hart videos, or you only watch Hexo videos, or you only watch Crypto Coffee or whoever, you got certain people that are overstimulated with information. They subscribe to everybody. They all day long, they're watching every bit of content they can, and they're surrounding themselves with the information so they understand it.
Like Sandy.
Sure. Yeah. Sandy's
everywhere,
all over the place, and she knows what's going on. Right. So then you have these people that dart in, sacrifice for the sacrifice, and then leave the community and don't know anything's going on. And then they just show up now that it's launched. Like, how much is it worth now? And how do you sell it? And it's so aggravating because you're just like, well, if you would have done any research at all or paid attention at all, you've had like almost 2 years, you would know what's going on.
Sub Alan.
So don't come in here in a stream when Hexo's got 1,000 people in a stream and spam your stupid fucking question, ignorant pleb question that if you'd have paid any attention over the last year and a half, you'd know. And you're demanding answers right now. Let me speak to your supervisor. Where's my PLS? Why can't I see it? I sat for it on my Coinbase account. And I don't see it there either.
I was watching
Alan.
I was watching Cryptographics, and people are asking on his AMA, live AMA, how do I get my tokens from the test net to the main net?
That's what I mean. It's like, hey, if you're new, or if a friend onboarded you and you don't really know a lot, you've just been kind of playing along, trying to see what's going on. I get it. Everybody's got questions when you're new, but some of these people, man, they are so fucking lazy. They just want to hand over $10 and then 5 seconds later want you to hand them back $1,000. Well, it's like, do some work on your end, man.
Craig,
they ask some dumb stuff, Christian. Huh?
Half the people you encounter every day have an IQ lower than average.
Yes. I love that, George Carlin. 50%. What is it? Imagine the average intelligence person, and then realize that 50% of the population is dumber than they are.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Think of your average driver, and then think that half of the population is a worse driver than that person. Oh my goodness. Oh, yay, we're back. So yeah, there's stuff going on. So the bridge is going to be happening anytime. And you think this last 24 hours has been crazy. Wait till the bridge opens.
Yeah.
Talk about people breaking the internet. Back to what I was saying with the Telegram channels. Even for the last year, people come in there. How do I buy Pulse? Where do I buy Pulse? Where do I get Pulse? How do I get Pulse? All the time, every day. How do I get it? Where do I get it? And then the next 5 minutes later, there's a new guy and a new guy and a new guy. So that's been happening for like a year. So when a lot of people were like, well, if I've seen people say this in chats, well, if all the hexagons that sacrificed for Pulse and PulseX, if none of them do anything and they just sit and wait, then how's it going to ever move? It's like, because there are thousands and thousands of people that didn't get in on the sacrifice stages that are chomping at the bit to get their paws on some PLS, PLSX, etc.
That's like why those IOU tokens came out.
I don't know what those are.
Really? Oh,
yes.
What's his name from PulsePot released PLS IOU and PLSX IOU, and you got them at whatever rate you got them at, 1-to-1, they're redeemable for Pulse or PulseX.
Huh.
So I missed the Pulse sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw $100 at it. And I got tomorrow I can do the redeeming. It was 48 hours after launch. Tomorrow I get to redeem like 45,000 PLS.
Nice. Okay. Well, you know what? If nothing else, for gas, right? You got to have obviously
gas forever.
Yes, and then some. I'm just saying, but even if somebody only threw $20 at it, they would have plenty of PLS for doing other stuff. Yeah. Maybe they went in heavy on PLSX and they need that for the gas. And I heard that the freepulse.io site's not up yet, the one where you can go every 4 hours and click on it and get up to so many PLS, but they want you to gamble your PLS on their site.
Right. It's not up yet. And
I heard as of last night it was not, because there was people saying, okay, I got my PLSX, but I didn't stack for Pulse and I didn't have any ETH, so I don't have any PLS. So what do I do? Can someone send me 10 PLS? It's like, no.
I was sending PLS out to people in Discord just so they can get some transactions done. And
I mean, if it's somebody you know, sort of know,
but
yeah. I mean, like Alan Fizame, if he was like, oh god, I got 17 billion PLS, I'd be like, well, tough, man. Wait for the bridge, punk. I ain't sending you nothing. You got 15 billion PLSX. I don't feel sorry for you. Get on my face. Kick rocks, kid.
Yeah, Tin Top says Free Pulse IO is still not up.
I heard Craig has a lemon gas. Well, that would have some merit. That's true. But my point being is, not financial advice. Do what you want to do. Not my money. You're not my wallet. It's your wallet. Do what you want with your wallet. But I would say if you did have a dog in the fight for Pulse and PulseX, before you go ratio trade, before you even have a clue how the whole market's going to work, you might consider just chilling for a couple days, because already the staggering amount of stuff getting burned already. Don't forget that it is a finite. There's only so much Pulse and only so much PulseX ever going to be existing, unless Richard does some kind of other fork or something way down the road, because he's talked about it. If the gas fees get high, then they'll just fork it again. Right. Yeah. And if you're still sitting pretty with millions of PLS when it gets forked, then that's just going to be even better for you. It's like stock shares, right? Splitting stocks or whatever. So,
fucking Alan,
rub one out before you do something impulsive. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Alan. And we're back. Yes.
It's fun being back here, man. Superman stream every day is great, but it's a family channel. Here we can let loose a little bit.
We're more of a everyone in my family left me channel. No one claims this channel. So back to what I was saying, even if you do nothing, there are still going to be plenty of newcomers coming in that want to get in on this whole thing, right? It's like a land boom. It's like boomer sooner. Somebody shot the gun in the air and all the wagons are heading to go stake their claims. And we already have claims, right?
Yep.
So before you go swapping your land around only to find out that you had gold in them their hills over there, or oil in that field over there, you might want to just wait till the smoke clears and see what you got, because other people are just taking whatever they can grab. Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, I took half of my PulseX and traded it 3-to-1 for more Pulse because I didn't have any Pulse or something. And then they come to find out later that the PulseX is like worth the same as the Pulse, or whatever happens. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Oh, that happened to someone we know very well. Traded half his PulseX bag for Pulse 1-to-1.
No.
Yeah.
Like right out of the gate?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Someone we know very well that's been on stream with us.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't do all of it. Half of all of it. Well, that's stupid. Half of all of it. Apparently they said half. What did you say? Half?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, what can you say?
Yeah. Well, he's in the EU, and apparently there's a validator down in Europe, and the EU's having trouble. Things aren't working.
Huh. Well,
I think anybody in chat can update me on that. I read that in our Discord.
Interesting. Yeah, I saw some between F and Hangout last night. I was on there for a little bit, and then I was on Crypto Heartbeat, jumped on there for just a second. Rags and them are on there, and then I was watching Hexo today, and they were showing these different posts. I think Richard even retweeted them about people that like tried to make their own liquidity pools with USDC and stuff. People that screwed up and sent their PLS back to the origin wallet address, trying to send it. I don't know what they were trying to do, but somehow they sent it back where it came from instead of like to their other wallet or whatever they're trying to move some around. I don't know. Just folks, be careful, slow down. Everybody's excited. We've been waiting patiently for all this. You don't, if
you're going to try stuff like that, the test nets were there to learn.
Well, that, and if you ever go to send a huge sum, you always send like 10 before you send $1 million, right? Send 10, make sure it went through, and then send the rest. You don't take care of the missus and rub her feet and go get her pickles and ice cream and take care of her just to wait till she has the baby, and then you pick it up and drop it on the floor, right? You've waited all this time. The baby is there. Take your time. Daddy hands. Take the baby carefully. Don't like, yay, touchdown.
And it's going to continue to happen. It's not going to stop.
Well, some people, Christian saying they're trying to get over. Yeah, I think some people are thinking they're going to be wise and they're going to slip in and do this one thing and instantly quadruple their bag or something because they were fast or slick or caught a little glitch in the matrix or something. More often than not, though, you'll probably end up failing and getting wrecked doing that kind of stuff. So whatever, do what you want. It's your stuff.
Yep.
But when they go, well, how do I get it back? Oh, I sent it to this, or I did this or that, or some guy on Telegram said he was tech support, and he told me to send it to this address, and then they'll clean it and wash it for me and press it and send it back. And now I don't have any.
You say, did he sound like Deraj?
Possibly. Because there are people out there, we've been talking about this forever, but there are people out there that could not wait for this to launch to get their hands on your stuff.
Yeah.
And you've been protecting it. You've got ledgers and treasures, and you're, stamping your seed phrase on the metal plate that you had inserted into your skull so nobody would ever find it and all this stuff. And then you're just going to give all the shit
my
up.
thumb 2 days ago stamping friggin' washers.
What'd you do? Miss and hit your thumb with the hammer?
Yeah, then I quickly just looked to my left and realized that's why the pliers are out. I was supposed to be holding it with pliers.
Oh. Yeah. I tell you what, when I broke my toe, I couldn't believe it. I looked down, it was sticking out like a 3 o'clock hand on a clock. And I don't know why. I've never broken anything ever. I've never broken any arms or legs or anything. But for some reason, I reached down and grabbed the pinky toe and went and straightened it. It's weird. Which I'm glad I did, because I don't know that sober thinking if I could have mentally done that. But in the stunned moment of it, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. Let me. Yeah. Hindsight, I would have just taped it to the next toe and went on with my life. But
did you go to the hospital and get x-rays and everything?
I went to the hospital and I
go home. Here's your bill.
I went to I didn't know what to do, and I was afraid if I just left it, I'd screw up and I'd never be able to put a shoe on again. I had to wear sandals the rest of my life because I had this toe all, and so anyways, yes, it cost me $600 after insurance to go in there for them to tape my little toe to the next toe and tell me be careful with it, and it'll take so many months it'll heal. And I was like, I should have YouTubed this shit before I came to the hospital. All right,
nine people. We only got 9 people.
We got 9 people. Yeah, but it's a start. I've seen people that have been streaming for months and they only have 9 people in their streams. And that might be us in 3 months too. But that's not the point. That's not what I'm saying. Tell your mother, tell your wife, tell your friends we're streaming now. If anybody wants to come in and hang out.
Anybody want to jump in?
If anybody wants to jump on, that's fine too. And if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. We have 10 likes and 9 people watching, so that's a pretty good ratio, really. I mean, considering all things considered. So we have 9 valuable people. That's right, Hex on Air. We appreciate you guys, and all of you that were already subscribed.
Mobius,
hey Mobius, what's up, buddy?
Bro?
Now we got all of you that had subscribed to us months ago after the channel was created, even though we hadn't streamed yet. Really appreciate that. A lot of people. I saw comments. I think actually it was Crypto Coffee. What? You asking people to sub and you haven't even uploaded a video yet? And I was like, okay, mister, I got 96,000 subs. Shut up. Coffee, I'll fight you.
He kicked me out of his Discord.
He has a Discord?
Yeah.
Oh. Were you drinking beer when it happened?
I think so.
Okay, well.
Oh. Sorry, Coffee.
Yeah. Coffee's cool. It looked like he's in London right now. He's hanging out, and Crypto Stylist, and I couldn't tell whoever was with him. They jumped on Hexo stream for a minute, but congratulations to everybody. I mean, if you're here right now, even if you don't even own any PLS or PLSX if you don't even have any, if you didn't even sack, you're still early enough. You can get into this. I mean, when this bridge kicks off, make sure you're doing it right though. Get you some, get the dry powder moved over and pick some up, because this is just the beginning of an entire new chain. If you look at like even how Matic did and Solano and all these other ones when they started, those people that got in early on that stuff made a killing. So now, do you remember when you went to use your MetaMask and it said enter a number for the third party? Anybody do that? You click on for the liquidity pairs and it says custom spending cap so that the system can't.
I hit max.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Only enter a number that you're comfortable with the third party spending now or in the future. You can always increase the spending cap later.
That's that's the first time you hit Pulse Exchange, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically,
at first I did 10. I wasn't sure, but then it limits you to 10 of any unit to trade.
Wow. Okay. Well, I can always change it later.
I don't know how to change it. I just hit max. How would it?
I think you can go into the advanced and the edit and do it. So whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys in chat, what did most of you sack for both, or is anybody only sacked for PulseX, or how you guys looking? How we feeling out there? I don't feel like chat's really chatting too much.
Let's go chat.
Alan, I have been on stream since the NyQuil incidents. Thank you very much, sir. How dare you try to tarnish my reputation just at the entry of my comeback, my big comeback on the YouTube versus. How dare you, sir? Both was new, so tiny sack on PLS. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot on PLS. I was brand new at the time too. Steve's good, just ready for the bridge. All right.
Christian, you want to jump on?
Yeah, there's the link in chat if anybody wants to hop on. Just keep your twig and berries.
Keep your clothes on.
Keep your clothes on. Don't get our channel shut down the first stream.
Wait till next week.
Okay. Hex on Choice got some PLS. I don't know, big bag. I mean, I would say if you were only able to get anywhere from, let's just say, let's think
That's
working
very
man, right?
depends on who you are. Big
Yeah.
somebody
So
is not big to you.
working man, paying your bills every paycheck, you don't have a lot of scratch extra on the side. You know, like you got to save up for a few months just to like replace your wife's washing machine or something. Let's say you sacked $500 PLS. Maybe you had a few bucks tucked away and you were able to sack, 5 or 10 grand. And then you got these other people that are like, oh shit, I'm going to get 100 grand of this. Right. So that's not me. So I would say little bag, probably between $500 and $5,000. But the good news is if you are in that category and you're patient and you're smart about it, you're probably going to be just fine.
Yeah, agreed.
And depending on how you work it, I mean, you may not be buying a castle somewhere and like a yacht, but you'll probably be able to retire early. And
K for K is shaving live.
He's shaving. Did he say he shaved when?
I don't know. I'm guessing he said he's not shaving until PulseChain launches. And
oh, wow, that should be exciting to see a man shave on cam. That's never happened before. It's like, sorry, bro, you got to go for something. You got to be like, when this launches, I'm going to eat an entire watermelon on camera or something. I mean, it's got to be something more.
I'm not going to shave live, but I plan on getting my hair cut soon.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? Like the ends? Like you're going to go back to like
the ends closer to my scalp,
like working man.
Yeah.
Like, hi, I'm Brian, your accountant.
Yeah.
Not like, hey man, like nice chopper, man. Like, hey man, you want to try this cacti?
So that's how you see
Strippy.
Me. Thanks, Craig.
No, I think of the
that's a pain in the ass. It's hot. It's
what do you call Fonda on the motorcycle, the movie, so classic.
How long do you think it'll take P-Hex to catch up to E-Hex? I think very, very quickly. I can't wait to see the prices of things. When do you think that'll hit? Monday?
Wait a minute. Sorry, I will answer that in a second. Hex on Air will give away 1 million Pulse if Craig shaves his beard live on stream.
Well, the key is who's he going to give it away to?
Well, yes. So number one, who would you be giving the 1 million to? And secondly, how much do I have to shave off? Can I leave like a mustache?
Only do I have to be completely only the middle of it.
Oh, do I have to look like an angry lesbian?
I'll just
that's what I look like when I shave my entire face.
I'll just ship him a case of NyQuil and talk him into it.
I don't need a case, man. Just like a half a bottle. Those were hard times. Only the beard. Okay, so I could leave the mustache. And then I would look like this. I'd be like, okie dokie, neighbors.
I remember when you shaved for your new job. When you
I know. Have to. I still have my picture still on the ID badge, which, by the way, this has been a very, very big week for me. I just put in for a transfer at work on Thursday.
To where?
To a new hospital that's going to be opening this end of this year.
Don't say Phoenix.
No, it's here. It's here in town.
Oh, okay,
it's actually it's the location I used to work at before they moved me to another location. But now that the hospital is going to be opening soon, they're starting to pull people back there for the hospital. And the guy called me and it's like, I know we said we weren't opening the positions for applications till October, but I'm posting one tomorrow and I want you to apply for it because we want you back down here. So the good news is I will only be commuting like 15, 20 minutes to work instead of an hour and 15 minutes every day. So I'll get like 2 hours of my life back every day.
You tell them money talks?
I haven't yet. I have the actual interview next week, but considering the guy that's making the hiring decisions, the one that told me to apply, I'm feeling pretty good about the interview.
Is it do you know the pay? Is it a higher paying position?
It can't be any less. I know that. So they can't pay me less than it's the same company, right? So there would not be a pay cut. But I'm hoping when I talk to them, I can convince them that me losing my work vehicle and having to drive my own vehicle is enough to bump my pay to make up for it. Steven, farming hex? What do you mean farming hex? Like the little adapts that you see where it says you put in this much of your token and you get this much back kind of thing? Because there's really not.
I didn't know what he meant either.
When I hear farming, that's usually like yield farming.
Oh yeah.
And typically, first of all, you have your old hex that's on Ethereum, and then you'll have your hex that's on PulseChain. And if you run across anything that says, "Hey, put your Pulse hex," which would technically be called hex, in here, and then you'll get all this stuff. I mean, there's always risks for any farming. And then you got to figure like, what's your reward? So if I put a 10,000 hex in, and then every day I get a little bit of this blah blah coin out, if blah blah coin doesn't have any value, and there's a chance of me losing my 10,000 hex, then it's a risk, right?
Yeah, he says, once the bridge opens, you can provide liquidity.
Okay, well, liquidity is a whole different thing because usually liquidity, you have like liquidity pairs, and then whatever it's paired up with, you have something called what do you call loss?
Impermanent loss.
Impermanent loss, yes. So if one thing is paired with another thing and the community wants, people are buying more of one than the other, your pair will start to drift, and you'll actually have more of the thing with lesser value and have less of the thing that keeps getting sold. So then if you ever pull your pair back out and disassemble the pair, you're going to end up with more of one thing and less of the other, even if you started with the same amount of both. So impermanent loss, sometimes you can, whatever the incentive is you're getting for providing liquidity, a lot of times it's not worth the actual reward that you're getting. And then the impermanent loss you may be getting on the tokens that you put in. So that's why a lot of people tend to pair like with a stable coin, because at least, like USDC is supposed to stay at $1, give or take, 0.99, 0.11, 0.101, whatever. So if you pair with that, at least your stable coin side should stay around $1. But then if everybody's trying to buy up the other side of the pair, whatever, it's kind of confusing to talk about. Just be very careful with it. Anytime you try to put your stuff, because I've seen people put a whole bunch of tokens in something and they're getting all this yield, and the yield coins are worth a certain amount. And they're like, man, I'm making money off of just parking my stuff here. And then they go back in later to take it out, and they're like, well, how come I only have so many of these and so many of these when that's not what I put in? And sorry that horse has been beaten, I think, but you get my point. Do your own research on that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not giving advice on doing it or not. Be careful.
I just heard back from Heinz. I said, jump in, man. He says it's Mother's Day weekend. That's not going to fly. I didn't even know it was Mother's Day.
You know what?
Tomorrow.
I've been single my whole life. I've never been married. So I can't tell people with wives and mother-in-laws what to do. I don't want to get anybody hurt.
I told him to tell her happy
PulseChain just launched, man.
Happy spouse, happy house.
And later on when they're like, oh, what's going on? I thought we had all this PulseChain, whatever. It's like, well, I was trying to stream that weekend and get more information so our stuff would be worth more. But no, your mom had to come over and make that damn dried ass out turkey she always makes. And we had to eat that. And then I broke a tooth and we had to spend money on that because her sweet potato pie had a rock in it. Just remember that. Sorry, I'm okay. Felt like I had a flashback of maybe the whole you've lived previous lives. Maybe I lived a previous life and I just got a flashback memory of a mother-in-law that I never had.
It's channeling through you. Yeah.
Maybe. So
Christian says LP is an easy way to get wrecked.
Yes. I mean, if it was a guaranteed way to get wrecked, they would never exist, right? It would be like, well, they not to say they would never exist, but they wouldn't be as popular. There is potential sometimes to make a profit on some things, but that's the whole thing. You're playing that whole game. And I'll give you an example. Back before I even found Hex, I was dicking around on Matic, and there was you remember the thing that even Mark Cuban lost a bunch of money on, the iron token or something?
No, I remember he used to dabble in stuff. I don't remember anything specific.
Yeah, well, he got wrecked on one. There was one over there where all of a sudden it just got, I don't know if it got rug pulled or what, but like all the liquidity that just like just like a falling star. And I was dabbling in that same pool. And for some reason, a day or two before that had pumped up. I had like $100 in it or something, right? And I turned around twice, and that $100 was like $1,100. And it, to me, it was like going in the casino the first time, and you win a couple dollars, and you grab it, and you run to the cashier, and then you run out of there like, I gotta get out of here before they take it back. And I pulled my stuff from that pool and converted it back over to whatever, I can't remember, Matic or whatever, maybe stablecoin. And then like a day or two later, there's like all this, like, oh, this whole thing crashed and all these people lost all their stuff. And Mark Cuban even lost on it and stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, is that same thing? And I went back and looked, and it's like, had I left my tokens in there, they basically went to zero. And I'm like, holy crap, did I get lucky on that where I pulled out like the day before or something? So it's not impossible, but more than likely you're gonna get
Mobius has a good wife.
She's never been been into the made up holidays. Yeah. Well, there's a whole nother conversation we had about that. So yeah. Thank you again to the 11 awesome people that are here streaming, even though there's other streams going on and bigger events. But like I said, even before we knew Pulse was launching, I had said I was going to stream again this Saturday. So we're streaming, even if it's not for super, super long or whatever. We'll just,
and it's funny when you said we were going to stream, I was thinking, you know, like you say, it was pre-launch, and I was thinking it could launch during our stream.
Sure.
Because we normally stream around that time. They could have gone live while we were streaming. A day off, 1 day off.
I thought about that too. And then when he came out and said it's going to happen within 7 days, I was like, oh snap, what if it happens while we're streaming?
Yep.
So, you know, but okay, so you guys in chat, so you've been watching your social media, right? Your Discord, your Twitter, YouTube, pick your flavor, Telegram. What have you been seeing? Like, what's going on? What's your feel? What's the vibe you're seeing? Like, do you think that most people are taking this pretty chill? Like, we've waited so long that now we're just like, we're just going to see how it goes. Or do you think you see a lot of like panic and dumb shit? You think people are going to get wrecked? What do you think? People are excited. Yeah. Well, I think some of it's the surrealness. Like, I'm sitting there looking at my bags, and they're nothing big, right? And to think that even the amount that I was able to put in could be life-changing. And then I hear about other people that I know that are like, well, don't tell anybody, but I mean, I sacked over $1 million for whatever. And I'm like, what do you mean? A million tokens? No. Dollars. I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like, how much money? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got that shit laying around. You're just like, well, okay, it's sack time. I'm a believer. I'm going to do this. And I'm like, I don't even know you, man. I don't even know who you are. It's like, well, that's why I'm always broke. I sold everything and sacked. It's like, okay, well, I can respect that sort of.
Yeah.
No, I think you're crazy, but cool, man. Well, hey, good luck to you.
What I've been seeing in the Discord is mostly new people looking for help. But no real panicky moves, I'd say.
Yeah.
Other than Christian and his Zen. He just wants Zen. Now, what's going to happen here when he launches, or what happened already? He launched Zen on PulseChain, but how is that going to be different than the Zen that you got copied over?
I'm going to save you some time and trouble. I know dick about Zen. I think I may have claimed, wasn't there a claim or something for Zen to get your Zen or something?
No,
You have to buy it.
You just had to mint it. You create a wallet and go mint it.
Yeah, but it's on their wallet, right?
No. So people were creating like a new MetaMask and then just creating like 1,000 accounts in MetaMask, and you can claim free Zen for each account. But you
I'm pretty sure I don't have any Zen. Sorry.
You had to pay the gas fees, and that was driving up gas fees.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not send in. So maybe that's shame on me, but
Mobius, what's gas up to now on Pulse?
Did you happen to mint your weight token?
I did.
You did?
Like 6 months ago.
And do you know once launch happens, you can't mint that, right? That was the whole purpose.
Yep.
Getting it before.
Yep.
I don't even know what. I wonder what's going to happen with weight token now.
I don't know. I think
no. I mean, like, if you have it, like, is it?
There was talk last year about them coming up with other things like a staking to get something else, like all the other new shiny coins did. 4,500 PLS for a transfer.
That's for Zen or on the network right now because of Zen?
On the network because of Zen. That's insane.
So you're saying if you try to make a transaction right now on the network because of the Zen launch thing, it's got the gas that high?
Yeah.
Holy shnikes. I guess I'll be holding off on doing anything. It's
an attack. Why would he launch it pre-price discovery?
I don't know. Maybe the whole thing is him trolling Richard to begin with. I don't know. Man.
He says to do a send, it's 830 PLS.
I mean, let's be honest, as far as right now, even if you go by the SAC amount for PLS, 830 PLS is like sub penny, right? Is that
here we go?
Correct.
Excellent choice in the house.
Weren't we getting like 10,000 PLS for $1 or something? That is if you got the average or the normal thing. So I'm saying even at 830 pulse, is that like maybe like a penny's worth, less than a penny's worth anyway?
Well, we don't know. We don't have the price.
Well,
for SAC price?
I mean, compared to like what you would have SAC'd to get it. So technically it would be like you're coughing up just less than a penny to be able to do that transaction. So it's not like it's on ETH where you're paying $35 or something just to do something. Excellent choice. What is up, dude?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, didn't Alan Fizame say that once Pulse launched, he would get on camera? Didn't I remember him saying that once?
But only if he could be in his bubble bath.
That little chump. Is he still in chat? How's talking to you, Alan.
Choice. Holy cow. Let me how do I get this picture in here? Copy image. How do I get a
You don't hear my fan, do you?
No. How do I get a picture up in here? Someone sent me in Discord.
Just Do you have more than one monitor?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to present down at the bottom of StreamYard.
1 second. I'm working on it. Upload file. I got too much crap open.
Say just open that picture on your other screen, and we do present, pick that screen, and it should show up like where a person would show up, but as a screen share. You said it's a picture, not a video, right?
Right. Let's see. Where the hell did it go?
I think it's cool as hell that like 8 or 10 people would just sit in here with us of all the other things they could be doing.
That's cool. I can't get it.
Pretty chill.
Let me. Here, I'll just share the screen. Share screen. Entire screen. That's as big as I can get it.
Wait, is that a tweet from Mobius?
No, it's in Discord.
Oh, I don't think I have Discord open, unless I've been kicked out of Discord. I haven't been in there.
You had not been in there in a long time.
I haven't been on Hex Token streams, man. Usually by that time I'm asleep. And then here's the other thing that sucks. When I lost my YouTube channel, I lost the login. So everybody I was subscribed to, I lost them. And if I don't go back and re-click sub, I don't even get notifications and stuff. Holy crap, man. 10,829 PLS?
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. I think I'd be waiting because that's probably, I don't know, man. That's like $1. I don't know if I want to spend that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying for the price that PLS should be running at, like sub penny stuff.
At this point,
if you got to pay $1 to make
wait for a while.
move, that's something's wrong.
Well, that's Zen. That's, I don't know. I mean, on the other networks, did Zen calm down after a while?
Here's the other thing. If you think about it, any of these little shenanigans going on where something like that's happening and making the gas fees higher while it's going on, different stuff. Don't forget, PLS and PLSX are finite. There's only so many. So the more of that stuff going on, these guys want to do NFTs and all this different stuff. And people's like, well, what happens in a couple of years when PLS is expensive, when it's costing $10 to make a transaction on it? It's like you're holding it. It's like you getting in on ETH early.
That's what I tell people now. I mean, you're scooping up stuff. Imagine scooping up, 10,000 Ethereum 8 years ago. If you were picking up $50 Ethereum. No, like under $1.
Or even, I'm just saying, whatever, pick your price. But if you were getting it back then, and now all of a sudden it's like, man, this is bullshit, man. It cost me $40 to do this. It's like, yeah, it's making what I'm holding worth more. And I'm not saying it, like I said, it sucks for the people, but my camera and lighting is just completely, this whole setup.
Toby Wan's in chat, needs a wrench.
I'll be moving soon, I think. Who needs a chat? Who's in? Hey, Toby Wan. There he is. He's been busy. He's been helping the network get running. Me. I'm just kidding. He has been busy. He's playing. How dare you not be here when you were out making other stuff work for all of us? He's got a wrench.
Hexcellent Choice has been helping out the Hex community. Working on a bus.
Yeah, actually maybe going and helping doing some more work here really soon.
Yeah.
And back out to Cali.
Yeah. For a Wild SJ's bus.
Putting a shout out. See, there's someone.
And just for the record,
shout out. So we might get SJ in here soon, and let other people after they're done with their stream.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, we said we were gonna stream today, so we wanted to make sure we did stream. I wasn't expecting it to be like any stellar stream with everything that's going on and all the other streams going on and stuff. It's just that since we'd already committed to doing it, I didn't want to be like, okay, I know we said we're finally going to stream, but we're not because PulseChain launched and you guys have other stuff to do. You know what I mean? So I figured better a shorter, smaller stream than not doing it at all.
Yeah, I canceled all my plans.
Me too. I was going to eat ice cream cone.
I was going to
cry myself to sleep in the corner like I usually do on a Saturday night. But that's none of your business. Yeah. Alan said, I wonder how congested it'll be when the bridge is open. I mean, that first couple of days, I got a feeling it's going to be a shitstorm.
Yeah.
Because this first 2 days, think of it like this. You watch the weather report. You know a storm's coming. The weatherman, Richard Hart, said in 48 hours, the coast of Florida, this hurricane's coming. And for 2 days, everybody's been running around with sheets of plywood and shit and ratio trading their stuff and trying to get ready for this storm. And it's coming. Like you see it on the radar. It's not going around us. It's going to hit. And you just try to do whatever you can to be ready for it to hit. And if it was me, when it hits, I'd get the hell out of the way. Unless you got some big moves you've been planning on for years, like moving dry powder or taking your copies and doing something.
It's going to be a shit storm, and you're going to go to the store to get toilet paper, and the shelves are going to be empty.
That toilet paper coin will be gone to zero. No, I'm just kidding. Should be interesting. Like I said, I am gonna hide in my basement till it's over and come out and see the sun shining and go and pick up all the pieces of cars and stuff out of my yard, get on with my life. But I'm sure there's people that've been waiting for this. They got whatever ready to bridge over, and they're gonna try to gobble up a bunch of of hex on PulseChain. Or
what about, have you heard the term rage dumping?
I could assume that's people that just decided to sell all their shit.
Yep. Just to kill the price or whatever. Just to be a dick because they're not happy. They're just going to dump to try to hurt it. Yep.
Those sound like nice people.
Yeah.
Like take my ball and go home kind of people.
Yeah. Or take your ball, throw it down the sewer, and then walk away.
That's even worse. That's mean.
Yeah. I've done it. No.
Jeez, man. So you're the one that's been dumping all your. Did you early in stake all your hex and dump it just to scorn the rest of us?
Yeah.
Man, I've got a decent size hex stake ending in like 9 days too.
I got one ending in 12 days.
So I figured I will just mint my Hedron and my stake like a good little boy, and then turn around and probably just restake it.
Yeah. Dude, I fucked up last month. I ended a stake that had a 10x multiplier on the Hedron and forgot to mint.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Wookie in Discord just would not let it go.
Man.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to leave yourself a posting it on your monitor or something.
It wasn't
well, and what I did was I deleted the shortcut on my browser to hex.com and just replace it with the Icosa app so it reminds me.
I'm sorry. Toby is cracks me up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Come on, Craig, share.
He's just goofball, man. There's dumb shit like so we were at that concert last week and it was Graham Nash from Crosby, Stills and Nash, and he's playing the "Love the One You're With" song. Can't be with who you love the one you're with. And the first time that chorus played, Toby reaches over and slams his arm around me, and he's like this, and we're down in like the fifth row. We got all like 800 people behind us, and he's like, and I'm like, oh, stop it, weirdo.
Did he whisper in your ear, "I love you, man"?
No, he didn't. funny. That was a good time though. I mean, I was like hesitant at first, like, man, this guy's 81 years old. Is he gonna really whatever? But it was cool. Music was great. Old boy can still carry a tune. He's over there like playing the guitar with a harmonica thing on his neck, in front of his mouth, and he's on a piano playing piano and he's singing. And the guy on the guitar was like 71. He used to play with Sting and some other bands. He's real good. Another dude on keyboard. They had no drums or anything. And I don't know, man. I was entertained. And I'm not even really into that kind of music, that old kind of Woodstocky type tunes. Should say Woodstock because there's a lot of those, some rock at Woodstock too. But I don't want to say hippie music, but you guys know what I'm saying. All we need is love. All we need is Pulse and Hex. So what have you guys been up to since it's been several months since we really were streaming? Like what's good? Like you just been hanging out in other chats or been doing anything?
I'll do the Superman thing, the Discord thing, but I got a new buddy who's a Hexican now that been helping out with crypto. He had some Bitcoin stuck at Coinbase, and it was trouble to get it out. Didn't have the phone number, the old phone number, and it was just a process. So got it all out. And,
did you?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. That's always good to hear.
Yeah. And turned a bunch of it into Hex. And he's got 16 grandkids that are all Hexicans now.
Yeah, man, you always meet these people that have like grandkids in the dozens.
Yeah.
But hey, the more the merrier. Get them all staked up. Flaccid Rock, 10 top.
Myself, I've been basically out of it.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
I have, for a while there, I had not been into anything, watching streams or anything, just being busy trying to get done with work. So, yeah.
Infinite Element's been spending his time playing Raid Shadow Legends on his phone. Is that what you're saying, man?
Oh, is that a game?
I think that's the one. I see ads for it all the time, like on Twitter and stuff. Be careful, man. Those will suck you in once you start paying for pay to play on them. Some of those little app games have made people rich. Was that Age of Empires or not Age of Empires? Age of Legends. Or
I never played any of them things.
No, there's people that have, man. Like I think didn't Richard say he got deep into one of them on his phone or something where he was spending money. That's part of why he's all anti-video game now. Oh my God. Wow. See, just when you thought he had disappeared to go take a bubble bath, he just slips back in to make one more jab. Oh man. I don't even have a comeback for that. I don't even know what to say. It kind of sounds like actually a good name for a band, to be honest with you, or a decentralized exchange. Compete with 1 inch. But I will be right back. I'm going to grab something to drink because I'm dying right here. And guys, talk amongst yourselves. All 11 of you, please continue the conversation. I will be right back.
Copy. No bubble bath now. He's out and about. Very good, Alan.
And Toby may be popping in here a little bit. I already sent him the link, so he might show up.
Cool. I just put it back in chat too for try to get Sammy on here.
I'll be right back. Yeah, because I just realized because we're on the wrong login, you might not be able to let Toby from the green room.
Why not? I let Excellent Choice in.
Oh, did you? Then never mind.
Thanks. Go away.
You do you. Okay, bye.
So I don't know
how
man?
to look at the chat, and also I don't know how to look at the chat and the video here. You go to chat and it's just
what are you on your iPad?
Yeah.
Pull up the stream on your phone and just mute it on your phone, and you can get the chat on your phone.
I guess you can always do that. So you been doing good, man, or what?
Yeah, kind of busy.
Oh, I know that because of me trying to contact you. I
Yeah.
tried calling you a couple days ago. But yeah.
Didn't we speak?
No, I tried calling you again. I had a question about a stake that I was ending. So
Oh, sorry. What was the question?
yeah. Oh well, the question I figured it out. The question was about end staking late and how long or whatever, which I found out you got 2 weeks, or doing the
It bleeds out at
what's it
1% a
called?
week.
Yeah, but
Oh, good
besides
accounting.
that was the good accounting. But yeah, I figured it. I got it all figured out, and I was able to one night late. Didn't have to pay very much on gas, luckily. So,
Good.
and I just said forget. I said forget the head hedron because it wasn't worth it. So
It wasn't worth it in gas.
yeah, no, things have been going good, man. I'm doing a lot better since last time I had seen you guys. So
Yeah, good. Glad to hear it, man.
We're all that work I was doing and everything, man. That wore me out. So finally recovered
How's
from all
your
that.
how's your thumb? I remember your thumb was
Oh, my
jacked up.
hand?
Yeah,
My hand's fine, man.
good.
But yeah, when I was out here last time, taking that month off for it, it wasn't even healed yet, but it was much better. And thankfully, I actually got scared about a month and a half ago. It started to feel weird, and I just thought I felt a pop, and I went, no, I do not need this right now. I have to get this job done, and so yeah,
Cool.
no, everything's great, man. Everything's
John
pretty
boy.
great for now.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man,
What's
how you
going
doing?
on?
Doing good. Yeah.
Yep.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too, man. Fun times
Yeah.
this weekend, huh?
Exciting times.
It's been very not a lot of sleep, a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
But it's to be expected. We've waited, we've battled, and we're here. And the work's not done, right? The work is not done by any means. But enjoy it. I know I am. I'm just like I took a walk after being on a couple streams and doing a couple moves and doing the security type stuff. And I just took a walk, and it was just like this moment of just like reflection of like, yes, come on, we've been doing this for a minute, and I just feel like it's just time to build, you know what I mean? So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Jen Hex, great to see you. I see you got a mute going on there, but great to see you, bud.
He'll be right back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Eat or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's good to see you, Brian. Looks like
Yeah,
you're growing
man.
your hair out nice and long. And
Yeah, getting ready to cut it all off, man. It's getting hot here.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
You gonna donate your hair?
Why, you want it?
You gonna donate your hair? No. I just know a lot of people I've always known that had long hair. That's what they did with it.
I know, but that's people that actually take care of their hair. Mine's like straw. I don't think anybody'd want it. But I guess I could. I mean, I don't know.
So what have y'all been talking about? I mean, aside from like probably the obvious, you know what I mean? But
lit.
Yeah. He wanted to hop. We were just doing a stream talking about there he is.
Lit?
Hey, what's up? Sorry.
How's it going, man?
What's up, bros? Hey, Jen
boy.
Hex, I want to apologize for that stream we scheduled like a year or whatever, a long time ago, and I just got the link from SJ. I was like, dude, I gotta jam in there and send him some love.
It's all right, man.
He totally forgot. I guarantee it.
No. I remember us lining it up, and like we were just talking about earlier, this channel. That's why we had to start over. YouTube wrecked us on the old channel. So
What did they do?
It's all good, man. We're back.
It got deleted
to have
by
you.
just something, an unfortunate error.
Yes.
Have you guys had your channels messed with by YouTube? I have had thousands of subscribers deleted, comments deleted. They can't share the video. They post a comment, it gets removed. They're shot. I've had so many things go wrong. My own mom, when she was alive, got unsubbed twice from my channel. Like,
when we get to that level, we'll let you know.
Yeah. No, basically what happened is I used to have a YouTube channel before I got into crypto, and I never used it anymore. And when I tried to connect AdSense to the YouTube channel, it wouldn't let me connect it because it said you can't have two YouTube channels connected through the same AdSense account or something. So I went to delete the old account that had nothing to do with crypto. And as soon as I deleted it, the Gen Hex channel deleted too. And I talked to somebody from YouTube, and they're like, nope, once you delete it, there's no way to reactivate it to get it back. Nothing. Which
is bullshit. It has to be bullshit. They just didn't want it.
They just didn't want to, or whatever the process would be to do it. So unfortunately, the super chat money that was locked up on there, I can't retrieve it. I can't connect to the account.
Brutal.
You know, so
there she is.
So all we could do is start over.
Yeah,
and then one thing led to another, and just didn't created the new channel, went to stream, and then there's some new thing with YouTube where you got to wait like 48 hours or something after you create a channel before you can stream. And then Maddie's online Hex conference happened and different stuff, and then it got tied up with work, and it just, you know. But anyways, we're here now. Hey, SJ.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing?
Did you finish all the champagne?
It's actually, I did finish all the champagne. It was delicious. It was almond champagne.
Oh,
yummy. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Hey, excellent choice. My AC is not working. I need you here pronto, man. Stat.
Oh, emergency service call.
That's right. Yeah, I actually just went to go turn it on because it's like 80. It's probably like 83, 84 degrees outside right now. And so inside it's always at least like 5 to 10 hotter. And I went to go like click it on, and it won't even turn on. So I don't know if that's because I'm not plugged in, or like my battery's not enough, or what. But I'm fire roasted. I'm fire roasting right now.
Are you in Arizona?
No, I'm in Cali.
All right.
I'm in Southern California. Yeah. So
I think excellent choice is frozen. His internet's
it's frozen.
Bugging out on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really awesome to meet up with him and hang out. And he did a lot of really awesome, like this didn't look like this before. Like he put these like covers on it, and everything's like nice and sanded. What else did he do? He helped fix at the front of the bus. I was having this issue where as I was driving, all the fumes from the engine were getting into the cab. So like as I'm driving, I'm like like just choking on diesel fumes. So he put a bunch of like caulking down there and made that a lot easier for me to breathe. And did some really cool stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? There's no one else at this point that I trust to come into my bus and make things look nice. So I am making sure that he gets to me somehow to continue this work, because there's just a lot of little things that, you know, that the person who had it before me didn't finish. So like some of the wood paneling isn't finished up here. I just redid my own blinds. I'm kind of proud of myself. So
let's see.
When I got the bus, most of the blinds were like this. They're on this like metal rod, and they're just these curtains that go back and forth like this. So it's really a pain in the butt to like put them somewhere. So
you muted yourself.
Anyways, went to IKEA and bought myself some board blinds now instead of having to deal with all that.
Nice.
Look at that. Would you look at that? So I still have to replace these ones back here, but I replaced this side, and then I replaced this one here. So yeah, this is the AC that's not working right now. Fail. It's also that one pulls too much energy anyways. So I'm going to look into getting a mini split system because those are a lot more energy efficient. So that's his big project, is when he comes up to hang out, we're going to get that old AC taken out and we're going to turn that into a hatch. So then I can go in and out of the bus to the top of the deck from the inside. Nice. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I got to order some stuff. Are you here? Excellent choice. Are you back?
His internet's lagging. He's frozen.
Internet sucks. Yeah.
He said, I think he said he's headed back to Cali in like 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was being lenient.
Don't know when.
I was like, oh, whatever, it's gonna be fine or whatever. But I want you here now. No more dilly dallying. You don't get a break anymore. Come hang out. It's too hot. Hopefully it'll be cooler. How's the weather up there right now, Lit?
Oh my God, the weather's amazing.
Hot.
Gorgeous. You're gonna love degrees, it.
Right?
You're not gonna want to leave.
Oh, I know. No, for
You're
sure.
Not
like
leave,
I get heat sensitive, so like this is a bit much for me. Like already it being like 80 degrees, like I have a really hard time handling anything above like 75 degrees. So I'm a little worried, to be honest. Like I really need this AC stuff taken care of before I get anywhere that's going to be more than 75 degrees.
Yeah, you want to get that AC fixed if it gets hot out here. Trust me, you're going to want it fixed.
That is the plan.
Is it the Freon? Because sometimes you just have to go to a store and plug the thing in and pump it full.
Yeah, pressure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but either way, that AC is getting taken out. Like I am going to buy a mini split and just replace it. We're going to remove that AC, turn that into a hatch so that I can go up on. There's a deck on top of the bus, so like I can sleep up there. I can do yoga up there. There's solar panels up there.
I want to see some stars up there.
Oh, exactly. No, that's rad. The thing. I want to sleep under the stars on the deck. Up there. Like, I'm about it. And then
I've converted, so I'm all about it. I know.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I converted a Sprinter van last year, and then this one came to me converted, but it's, there's a lot of little things I want to keep doing to it. So.
Oh, that's rad. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Alan. Much love, Alan, bro. Channel OG in my comments for 2 years. So much love to you, bro. Nothing but good energy on my channel comments from you.
Yeah, what's up, Alan?
Alan's like a bad penny. He just keeps turning up everywhere.
Why doesn't he have good karma here or good energy here?
He does.
Alan is the comic relief. He's he's the real live Toxic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
In person, in life. He makes the channel work. You know what I mean? Gotta have
love you too, brother. Much love, brother.
Alan's a good dude.
Did we get Hexcellent back? Are you here, bro? Oh, it's choppy.
I think he can hear us, but I don't know if he's going to be able to speak Toxic Hedgehog. I resent that. Oh, it's good to have you back, you guys. I'm glad. I missed this channel.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
Shout out to Fat Sammy. Much love.
Where's Fat Sammy?
Fat Sammy.
He's right in the chat. I sent him the link. I tried to get him in.
Hear me?
I don't see him.
We can hear you excellent, but it's choppy.
Very choppy. Are you hotspotting from your? Are you hotspotting from your phone? Maybe that's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was saying
he's fully rugged.
I've got this green screen behind me because I've got so much stuff. Is he talking now?
It might be.
I've got this green screen behind me.
Lost him again.
Bye. Excellent choice.
Anyways, I'm hoping by the end of summer to have a different place where I could set up like an actual like little studio kind of thing. Because right now I've been 3D printing and I have so much stuff piled behind me that I put the green screen shade thing behind me.
Actually, we were talking about that. You were looking for hex objects to print, and I think SJ, didn't you have some 3D printed hex merch?
I did, yeah. So it was actually my sister has a machine, and like she's got a bunch of other projects and things that she's doing. Like I'm the one, like I don't think she's even. I tried to get her into hex, but I don't think that happened. But just recently, again, I was like, hey, like now is the time. I want my own necklace. It was a necklace. So she had 3D printed a Hex logo necklace. Right. Yeah. And I was like, I need another one of these. Can I get that, please? So
yeah, if anybody has the 3D files, send them to me, and then I've got a resin printer now. So
well, what I was going to ask was, does she do the 3D rendering?
I believe so. Yeah.
So she can make some like new kind of things. That was what Craig was saying. You need someone to be able to do the 3D.
I don't have any experience like with Blender, the 3D rendering stuff. I bet you Crypto Kool-Aid probably has a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy is the man. Oh my God. You guys know how smart he is? He's one of like several people that can do the virtual building in the entire world. He's really, really talented.
Yeah. He's who got me into Hex. That's
no way.
Yeah.
Did you?
I've known him. I've known that man for 10 years.
Do you know him in person?
Oh yeah. We met in Austin when he was living in Austin, Texas. I was living there for 15 years before this, and we both love drum and bass, and we met on the dance floor in Austin.
No
just
way.
Hanging out and dancing. Yeah. So we've known each other for 10 years, and it has been the coolest thing to see him. You know, like to have known him in that arena, you know, and to know him in this certain way, and then to get into Hex because of him, and then come full circle, you know, a year later, and I'm still wrapping my head around how admonished and admired he is in this community in terms of his game theory and his brain and shit like that, you know. Yeah,
he's amazing.
So I feel like I'm just like, oh, I'm one of Kool-Aid's onboards, you know.
Yeah,
like, shit,
it's special. He joined my group in Telegram, and he wrote everyone. He's like, I hate Telegram. I'm just here for lit. And then like people filled up messages, and he responded. And then like a day later, he DM'd me, and he's like, bro, there's 50 unread messages in your chat. Too much. DM me or call me if you need. I'm out. And he stayed in the group, and I just think it's so funny. His brain is so high level building these virtual worlds. He has to connect so many things in his mind that he doesn't have time for any chit chat. He can't get distracted. I really like him, man. He's a cool dude.
Good guy. Yep. Absolutely.
One little housekeeping thing, just so nobody thinks we're kicking anybody. Right. So
excellent choice. You're having internet issues, and with this account, we're in the middle of upgrading it. We're limited to 6, and somebody else is trying to jump in.
I upgraded the account, and I set up this live stream on the wrong account.
Brutal.
So I couldn't fix it because the pre-timed stream that was going to go live was set up through the wrong StreamYard. The other StreamYard, the one we'll be using next time, I swear to God, is the upgraded one.
Right.
So unfortunately,
Sammy, jump back in.
Hey, Brian, have you been in my channel comments like for 2 years? Is that?
Yeah.
Not often.
I know that name from. I respond to all my comments that I possibly can. I know all y'all by your YouTube names. I've responded. You've written me, and I've responded, right?
Yeah, and we've talked in Ashley's chats also.
So much love, bro. That's awesome. I just made the connection now. I'm like, wait, that's my channel OG. So much love to you, brother. Thank you for always having my back, dude. You're freaking awesome.
Tin Top is the one that brought me to your channel.
Tin Top's my boy.
Nice.
Tin Top, he's like one of my best friends. Yeah, Tin Top's great. He onboarded me.
What's up, Fat Sammy?
How's it going, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. We're lit. We're getting hectic.
Great return of Craig.
What's up, Sammy?
So good to see all of you, man. It's like the old party crew's back, you know.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my cam so Toby can come up.
Here, I have a meeting. Let me jam.
Oh, okay.
So much love to y'all, Gen Hex. Much love, brother.
Thanks, Lit.
Brian, Crypto Compassion,
Peace,
Fat Sammy.
Great
Wildest Jay, I'm gonna give you a big ass hug when I see you, girl. I'm gonna lift you off the ground.
Hell yeah.
Lit, we'll do it again, man. We'll do it again next time.
All right, we'll do it again. Much love, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy.
Ciao, Lit.
Thank you. Good to see you.
I'm actually also I'm gonna try and be right back. I am gonna try and go plug the bus in to some power and see if I can get this AC going, because I am legit like roasting right now. So I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, SJ.
Is she on the PulseChain tour now? That already started.
Toby,
I
we had a
believe
little.
so.
Oh my God, I know it's been a tough weekend, man, but Jesus, you look all right.
Dude, did I scare everybody off? Oh,
No.
man.
Long story short,
Nice hat.
I set up the stream on the wrong StreamYard account, not the upgraded one, so we only have 6 spots. So we were,
Got it.
yeah.
Well,
We
hi,
can't
fellas.
fix it at the moment.
Sorry, I'm late. I had every intention of being in here at 5:30, but I also did not intend on being up until 5:30 this morning, fucking around with firewalls and network security and all that fun stuff, getting ready for mainnet, and then
Amen to
crashed
that,
for a little
man.
bit. Woke up at like 1. I saw Craig's text like, "Hey, you still good for 5:30?" And then I texted him back, and then about half an hour ago, I saw where the text was unsent. It's like that tired, where it's like, dude, I just woke up, I got a screaming headache, but I'm gonna do my best, and then never even fucking sent it. So anyhow, and then all day today I've been jerking around. So I got one validator up and syncing. The other one's the feeder says to call me here in like 30 minutes, and we're gonna suss out what's going on with that one, and do my job, do my part of securing the network for us all. But it's heady times, dude. I mean, it was funny because I was actually on a Zoom call with him working on it last night, and then I had all my notifications and everything turned off just so I could pay attention. And when you're working on your network, but your network is down, you're doing a Zoom call through your phone. So I'm using like 5G, it's spotty as shit. And so he's like, "Hey man," he goes, "is your phone blowing up?" I'm like, maybe. I'm like, I got everything turned off. He goes, "Hang on." He goes, "Oh no." He's like, "Mainnet's live." And he's like, he's on there fucking around with me instead of like, hopping to it and getting his script done. And I'm like, dude, go, update your script, get it out for everybody. Call me later, whatever. And then, yeah. So it's been a little bit crazy, but it probably saved me from myself, because even though everybody said don't ratio trade, don't do whatever, it would have been tempting had I been available, but I wasn't. So, the gods are looking out for me. But
and I was in a pretty good spot where I was just connecting my hardware wallet to mess around, and I kind of knew RH when he was talking about the slippage, but I didn't set my slip. I wasn't planning on doing it because I'm comfortable with where I'm at, but I kid you not, I saw a moment where one pulse was equal to 50,000 PulseX.
yeah, somebody capitalized on that.
Yeah, my deal, I tried like 2 times. It dropped down to like 30,000. It wouldn't go through. I should have set it to like 30,000,
Right.
30%, you know what I mean? But it was just like, oh my gosh. And then I was going off like 1 hour sleep, and I told myself, back off this. Don't be a FOMO freak. You're going to wreck yourself. I said, you told yourself before this you were cool. Don't be stupid,
Yep.
So I did back off and just said, just chill, dude, and just enjoy the moment that it's here.
Totally. Yeah, I was going to see if I could find it, because it's like, yeah, somebody apparently made a trade for like 10,000 Pulse for like 5 million, or maybe more than that, like PulseX.
Can you turn Toby's mic up just a little bit? It's a bit quiet, man.
Am I down a little? Hang on, I can turn it toward my pie hole. Maybe that'll help better. Is that a little better? Or I can turn up my gain. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are we confirmed right now that the reason why the gas fee is high on PulseChain right now is still because of the Zen thing?
Yeah, Jack Plevin's doing an orchestrated attack to try to fuck up the launch.
It's a DDoS, isn't it? Really, let's face it.
In a way, yeah.
I was trying to send some PLS just to another account so I could, because it was a non-SAC account, and it was something like 700 PLS just to send that 5 PLS. So, it's growing pains, but we expect this sort of thing.
Is that confirmed though? Like, do we know he's blatantly doing it?
He was tweeting about it all the time that he was going to launch it. So what he did was he made everyone that minted on Zen on Ethereum, he nullified that, so he gave them no value. So that, because everyone was saying, why would you bother launching on PulseChain if we've already got our copies on Ethereum?
Right.
So he's made them valueless, and then he brought forward the timing. So yeah, this is a clear DDoS attack.
So all these these plebs that talk in chat about Zen and how great Zen is and how Zen
Yeah.
this and Zen that can basically just lick our
I hate to
starfish.
say it, but you know, we debated it as Hexagons at the time, and some of us felt that this was just, you know, utilitarian kind of look at it. Is this a greater good or is this a greater evil for our community? And I have to argue that even though some people have made some money on it, I don't think it's a good thing.
Right.
Just clogging up traffic on these networks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. The thing I'm kind of looking out for is, and we talked about this in the PulseChain group, and now Pulse is launched, so the PulseChain group is gone. So that was kind of weird. I'm like, did Richard kick me out of the PulseChain group? What's going on? And it's just gone. But we had talked in there about like this being an issue going forward with the Zen stuff, and then other stuff that could do similarly. And the consensus kind of was like, what was it, EIP 1559 that made like the S load a factor, and then all of our gas fees went up through the roof to end stakes. And that was like kind of the final straw for Richard to come up with the idea to go ahead and do PulseChain. So they were obviously combating some concerns on the network and did a fork or an update to address that. So I guess the Ethereum bros have been complaining as well. And the general idea is that, Vitalik is probably going to come up with something that's going to penalize those types of coins or transactions to make it less problematic. And then if he does that, then we just copy it over to PulseChain and keep on humming, right?
I was just sent this in our Discord.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so you got to understand. Jack Levin loves to troll. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And that might just be a clever bit of marketing to get people talking about him again. You know.
Oh yeah, he's doing his own little outrage marketing targeted toward Hexagons. Yeah. I just wish I had known what I know now, and I would have dangled that little bitch off the balcony in Vegas when I was there with him.
Well, I just feel like he's a smart guy, but the Hexagons were too. They let their guard down on that front. You know.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. Toby, you're supposed to love the one you're with.
Yeah, right. That was a great concert. That was fun.
I told him about
I heard
love you when you're with
while I was showering with all you.
Oh, you heard about that? Okay, so that makes it even creepier.
Yes, it was a little uncomfortable. But, Fat Sammy, I don't know if I've streamed with you before, bro. It's like I've seen you around, but maybe on Effing Hangout once. We were on there for a minute together.
What channel was that?
Discourse Syndicate, the fucking Hangout on Friday nights.
Oh no! Oh, maybe a long time ago, but I'm kind of I float around in different groups, but this is quite a lot of Hexagons these days, aren't there?
Yeah.
Some people hang out on Telegram. You only ever see them on there. Some people just and there's different avenues on all these platforms, aren't there? But yeah, I hang out a lot on the Hex Token Discord and in the Pulse Bitcoin chat on Telegram.
Cool. Toby, I want to tell you, by the way, I didn't know it at the time, or I would have pre-warned you, but we were down there in that part of downtown on Sunday.
Yep.
And Friday, 10 people got shot right around the corner.
I heard something about that.
Did you?
Crazy.
I didn't know about it till later. I was watching it. It's like, wait a minute, when did this happen?
Whereabouts was that? I remember, was that a few days ago, like 5 days ago or something?
About a week ago, yeah.
Week or so ago. In the city I live in, there's a certain part of town there that it's busy on the weekends. Obviously, there's a lot of restaurants and bars and stuff, and some people got into it on the street. I guess started shooting at each other.
Pretty ridiculous.
You roll the dice, any city, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can be in the safest place in the world, man, and some crazy shit happens. Like we live in a really kind of leafy, kind of quiet, conservative kind of suburb, and down at our local train station, there was just like a week ago, five guys from one gang, 5 guys another gang just went at each other with machetes, in this underpass.
Jeez,
Jesus Christ!
This is a quiet area. You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah,
wow. The chaos theory, isn't it?
Well, and they talk about like not to get into the whole gun thing and everything, but like in England, you can't just own a gun. But even here, the people that are shooting each other, those guns aren't registered, man. That guy didn't
you replace the gun deaths with the knife deaths,
Right.
Yeah. People are going to murder.
Anywhere, right?
It's just a tool, isn't it? Really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go to a garden supply and get a machete, right, or a hatchet.
Yeah,
and that takes a different. I just feel like that takes a different mentality. I think popping off a bunch of shots is a pussy move, unless your life's in threat, like being.
It's a little up close and personal with a machete.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's still there's most people that get that suffer from knife attacks in London, and there's a lot of them. Most of them are still the people that attack the people. It's not often like a squared up fight. It's usually a like a stab in the back or
ambush.
It's always unintended. People that generally use weapons like that, they're generally cowards, aren't they?
Yes. Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I agree with
exactly.
Toby. That's a different mentality. Like even a knife and a machete. A machete is like a
brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal savage.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why it's popular in Africa, you know.
Yeah. Right. Good weapon. Good weapon if you got
basically a sword.
It's been dark.
A hacking
Sorry,
sword.
guys.
I know, right?
I'm supposed to be celebrating here.
Sorry, that was my fault.
This went
yay,
off.
PulseChain, yay.
Yeah. To switch gears, so Toby one,
Yeah.
it's my intentions to get some validators going myself. I know that
Cool.
I was kind of holding off and waiting because I got RH Max up the way, and I was wanting to probably, I DM'd him. We were talking today about me just going up and getting this set up and doing a little hand holding, and then I could take it back to where I live and kind of get it plug and play. Is that something that's capable?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you could basically get it all kind of going. The only thing with that is like ideally you should have a static IP, but you could do it with a dynamic IP and then probably update that once you got it home. So that does add a little bit of a wrinkle to it. But I'd imagine it's doable. But like I'd reach out to David Feeder. I mean, he's been I can't thank the dude enough for helping me get comfortable with it, because it's like I was a little intimidated at first. I mean, I like the delegating idea, and then that all shifted, and then I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to run equipment, and then as I got into it a little more and learned a little more about it, it's really not that bad. The tricky part for me right now is just firewalling that off from my home network, and making sure that that's all high and tight. And
what kind of bandwidth do you use?
But once it's running, I ran them on testnet. Like I wasn't as concerned about the security on testnet, and I just kind of YOLO'd into it, and it was great, dude. I was making like 20,000 pulse a day per validator. So I had two machines. I had one validator on each to kind of test it out, and then I thought I would kind of like ramp up and do more validators on each later, depending on how much pulse I ended up with. And so that's going to be the next challenge. Is like I know how to run one. Can I run 10, or 20 or whatever on a single machine comfortably? And I'm not really sure until I start doing it. But it was pretty cool. I mean, when the testnet ones were running, there was nothing to it. I just glance over them at them every once in a while. There's actually you could go and look on I think it was on Block Explorer and just look at your deposit address, and you could see like every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 seconds, just depending on it where you are in the rotation. If you got, if your machine was the one kind of that got the nod to do the validation, and then you would get your little bit of a fee. So you didn't even have to be home. You could just look at that and say like, oh shit, it's like I'm not making fees for the last 5 hours. What's happening or whatever. Yeah. And then even then the slashing's pretty nominal. It's like pretty much you're losing what you would have made. So if you're down for like a day or two, you get up and mine again or validate for a day or two, and you're kind of back to even. So I'm stoked about it. I mean, it seems to me like it's just less stressful once you kind of get over the learning curve than trying to trade or even LP. Although I'm going to look into those things as my bandwidth comes back and I get this thing running. But
what kind of bandwidth do you use?
Sorry, go ahead.
What's that?
How is the bandwidth usage?
Not bad actually. I mean, I've got blazing hot internet though, but I didn't notice like a big drawdown when they're running. They're pretty straightforward. It's not like a Bitcoin miner that's just chugging away and cranking out heat, sucking up energy and bandwidth. But yeah, it's like went pretty well on the test net. So it's just got a couple logistic things to figure out, and hopefully Dave and I will get that done here in a few minutes, and then I can chill out and maybe hop on some other streams or this one or wherever and enjoy the party with everybody else.
Usually you can get a static IP just as a addition to what you're already paying for residential, right? You don't have to have a commercial account to get a static IP.
Yeah, call your ISP, and I mean depending
they charge
on where
you
you are,
$20 a month for it or something, whatever.
Yeah, right. Not very expensive.
My experience is residential accounts they don't offer.
You can ask.
Residential. Will it work with dynamic DNS?
I believe it will. I mean, it's like I mean, I know some people that are running over Wi-Fi, which seems crazy to me, but it's like,
wow.
You know, I mean, I'd rather be, you know, hard line connected.
Hardline, yeah.
And then I've got
less points of failure, right? Like you want it to run consistently, so you're gonna do everything you can to support it.
Right. And I've got a whole house generator, so it's like I'm not worried about energy concerns, and I got battery backups if there's any lag before the transfer switch kicks on. So I'm feeling I'm pretty solid with it, but it's like, but it's kind of like staking, you know, but without the penalty, because like with staking, you're locked up, right? And if you see the price mooning and you're all staked, you can't do anything, you know, whereas with the validators, it's like you could just, you know, withdraw your validation deposit and have that available if you wanted to liquidate something. So in that regard, I think it's good. And in the meantime, you're earning yield. So it's kind of like stake and chill. And if you've got diamond hands, you can resist smaller swings. But I'm telling you, dude, it's like if it does a 10x, it's like I would probably sell a tenth of my Pulse. Because in that condition, it's like you get all your principal back. You got 90% of your bag left over, and then do your thing, right? And it's always more fun to play with house money. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of nuances between LP and farming and all that. But the ratio trading and all that stuff, it's just like it's a Wild West, man. It's like, you might get lucky and get a lottery ticket and like, you know, nail it, but you know, chances are you've been better chilling.
Toby, can I ask you a quick question about some liquidity coming in when the in terms of stable coins? Are you feeling that Richard Hart may kind of chuck in a lot of DAI into the system?
Maybe. I mean, it's like I think it's going to be there to back other things up. So I mean, he'd have to bridge it in and use it as, you know, to set up the liquidity pools for various things. So I'm sure that, you know, they're working on getting ready to do that now. It's just a matter of like how much of your capital you want to employ. Like Johnny Chaos was saying, and it was a pretty interesting point, that, you know, you could put in a tenth of the liquidity in DAI or USDC for Hex and effectively make not Hex, for Pulse, and effectively make a floor. So typically most people that are that sacrificed 2 years ago, they're not going to want to sell at a 90% discount. So you're going to have very few sellers because the price will start out so low. They'll be like, what the fuck? And it'll actually incentivize buying. And but you've secured a floor price, and then basically you get the dumpers out of the way quick. You like shake out the weak hands, and then you're off to the races. You know, you get back up to parity with the SAC value, and then, you know, we're doing 10, 100x, whatever crazy numbers. So that could be interesting, and I think that same thing could happen with various pairs. I mean, even with like the Pulse and PulseX pair, there was talk for testnet v4 what ratio to set, you know, because the market will ultimately decide. And like, you know, Crypto Compassion was saying a minute ago, it's like, you know, there was a crazy ratio between Pulse and PulseX at one point, like 1 to 50,000 or something. And what happened over time on both testnet 3 and 4 was that it gravitated toward like 3 PulseX for 1 Pulse. So, and on testnet v4, they started it out 1-to-1, but very quickly went to 3-to-1. So I'm kind of curious, you know, with this is like, how did it start and where will it end? And I haven't had a chance to really go over there and look and see kind of where
it's still sitting at 1 to 3.5 right now.
There it is. So that's kind of the level we figured it'd get to. And then the same with Hex price, you know what I mean? It's like right now it's all funny money because like there's no real, you know, USD or whatever bridged in. But, you know, the theory is that we would reach parity on the Ethereum chain very quickly. So and people, like I had friends even like our onboards that should know better. they're like, dude, it's like, you know, I tried to sell some and then it kept going down, and then you know, it's like, and then I bought back, and it's like, and then it's already back up, and I'm like, yeah, what are you doing buying and selling on ETH right now at all? It's bonkers. And he goes, well, the price is dumping. I'm like, yeah. I said, but if it's at 3 cents on Ethereum, if it was 6 cents on Ethereum before we launched mainnet, and now it's 3 cents on Ethereum and 3 cents on PulseChain, and you got double the coins, guess what? You got the same fucking amount of money. Exactly.
Yeah.
We've
had a lot of that recently. We had a lot of our community who have just seen you know, they've seen their price just drop on some of their third-party tokens, the PulseChain tokens, and they're panicking, you know.
Oh yeah.
And we're exactly what we're trying to say to them. So we're saying, look, the economic energy at the moment, the liquidity has been removed, and we're trying to all support this new Pulse chain.
Right.
So yes, there's going to be some moments of instability. So don't panic with your Ethereum side. Just relax. just focus on the Pulse chain. What's going on over there? Don't do any rash decisions. But our whales and our sharks, we're all trying to support the liquidity in this new Pulse chain, because that's, you know, we're trying to replace Ethereum, and
Yeah.
there will be a market on the Ethereum side. So I think a lot of people now they're suddenly thinking, oh, okay, there's a bigger shift over to the Pulse chain. I think a lot of people in their heads thought, oh, 50% economic energy would go over there, 50% would stay over here. It might balance out that at some point, and then it might go 75, 25, whatever it might do. But the market will always play the arbitrage. So I'd say, like, just don't do anything mad, like bridging over your EHEX and then pairing it and make stupid decisions when the bridge opens. Just relax, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, out of the gate, you're 50-50, right? It's like you've got half there and half
I think
here. So it's like you pick the wrong chain, you know, you could do all right, or you could regret it forever. You know,
I think there's going to be, unfortunately, a lot of that. Too many people that can't just sit on their hands. They're so anxious to do something, or think they're going to beat the system and find a glitch or a loophole to get one over, and they're going to wreck themselves instead of just being patient and
a lot
waiting.
Of people, because they're online, they're seeing people with more experience perhaps than them doing this sort of stuff, and because they're the ones that maybe on camera or talking or in certain spaces, people feel like that means they've got to do something, you know, and that's not the case.
Yep. Here, actually, I wore this shirt because of what we've all been dealing with today. I'll see if you can read this. Stupid people are like glow sticks. I want to grab them by the shoulders and shake them until the light comes on.
Yeah. No, exactly.
It's just like, man, everybody chill out and like maybe read a little bit or like do some research. And
we've had all this time to listen to the people that know and read, you know.
Funny thing is, I think a year
use
ago,
a test net.
A year ago, I think when we thought this was going to release last year, we had a nice build up and we had a lot of education going on. I remember everyone was learning about yield farming and liquidity, and people really kind of up to their knowledge. And I think this last year, people just kind of lost a bit of that kind of preparing for PulseChain. So I think when people were preparing for PulseChain this year, they weren't as prepared as they were last year, and I've definitely seen that. A lot of people have forgotten about what they learned, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I hate to jump in and jump out, but it's like Peter should be calling me here any minute now, so I got to go over there and get ready and see if I can get this thing across the finish line. So I don't know if you're going crazy, Craig, and doing like a big 24-hour stream or something. No, I don't think so.
No,
but if you guys are still on when we're done, I'll hop back in.
I was hoping maybe just like a 2-hour, and we're
right on
15 minutes away from that anyway. So just kind of a reintroduction, just to get our beak wet again, you know.
Sweet, man. Well, it was fun to be on. I look forward to next week. Yeah, next week I'll be happy to come back on. Saturdays usually work pretty well for me. I don't think I'm going to end up being able to go to Miami. I might actually have to talk to Maddie to see about giving my tickets away. But I'm hanging on to the last minute to see. But you know, my dad has had some health issues, so I don't, can't really commit until the last minute. So if I not go on, there might be some last minute free tickets to Hexpo. So keep an eye out for that.
There you go.
But thanks, guys. Good being on with all you. Fat Sammy.
Toby, good to see you, bro.
All right, I'll be in touch, man. We'll try this again next time.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
All right, fellas. Bye.
Cheers. He's a nice dude, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Hardy, what's up, man? Good, long time to see.
Oh, do you know, I haven't spoken to Hardy in ages. We saw him in Discord today, didn't we?
Yeah, he popped in. He was needing help, just like everybody, figuring out, adding, pulling in custom tokens, getting the contracts on the Pulse side. So helped him out. All good. He's got one question. He says, "Hi, just one question here. A lot of people swapping PLS, PLSX into PHEX. This right now to get a good ratio."
That's the golden question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, what is the question?
I mean, we literally have to get up all the ratios right now and get the calculator out.
Hardy, I think it depends on what you want. Everybody's manipulating all three. It depends on your needs and goals.
There's a lot of people that got in on PulseX, but they missed PLS SAC, so they're wanting to ratio trade to get some bags of PLS. But right now it's like over 3-1. So it's kind of like, how much of a hit do you want to take of what you've already put into the one to get the other? And when none of us really know how either one's going to perform, you might do that 3-1, and that might be the best thing you did, or you might find out they're 1-1 eventually at some point, and now you're
right.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know right now what you can get for what the PLS to E-hex rate. Sorry, PLS to P-hex ratio is right now. I would be interested to know that, and I could probably work out if it's a good deal. But
let's pull it up. What were you saying? PLS to PLSX?
He was saying that hex.
No, he was looking to move into P-hex, wasn't he? Yes, to P-hex. Yeah, he's asking if there's a good deal on P-hex, I think, and I think there's a case to be made for that, because I think a lot of people bought liquid hex to get into another route to get into PLS. So I think you're going to see a lot of market participants choosing to move into the L1 because they're expecting new money to come in, so they're playing that way. But yeah, sometimes it's obviously good to go against the crowd, but I would say it's what are you deficient in? For me, I want to have a nice round bag of all tokens, and then kind of wait for one to pump, maybe sell some from there, and then wait for one to dump, then redistribute. But yeah, I guess he's asking. So Hardy, it depends.
Right now,
where are you deficient? Where's your bag deficient at the moment?
Right now it's 390 PLSX to hex.
All right, so we'll look here.
And it's 113 pulse to hex, to 1 hex.
You have to give me a minute to have a look here. Because at one point it looked like PLS had done an 11x a few hours ago from SAC price. So I don't know where it's sitting now.
Yeah, I'd say I hate to sound like a wuss about it, but I'm waiting. I'm not going to try to move or swap anything for a while till I just kind of get a lay of the land and see where things are settling. And maybe I'll miss out on something on that, but at the same time, no risk, no reward, but also no risk, no chance of wrecking myself either.
I got, since I missed the Pulse SAC, I made it for the PulseX SAC, but not the Pulse. I ratio traded a little bit. I got a little bag of Pulse. So.
Yeah, I'd say I'm just doing some maths here, man. I'm not sure if my maths are off here. It looks like if you're trading Pulse now into P-hex, you're getting P-hex at 1 cent and 13. So if you've got a large bag of PLS, not a bad trade. I mean, what's the E-hex price side right now? It's probably higher. So not the worst trade, but I don't know, man. That's just no financial advice. I don't know, man. It depends on your bag, doesn't it? Your distribution.
Wow, hex is E-hex is at 3 cents, 33792.
Well, there you go. So, you're getting almost a third off the price of E-hex there.
Wow.
But don't trust my maths. Do your own maths. Oh, Christian's in the chat. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I had sent Christian like when PulseChain went live, I had like 2.3 PLS in my wallet. So I sent him half a Pulse so we could do a little trading.
And say, because if you had any ETH in your ETH wallet, like if you had whatever in there for gas fees or a little bit left over from change, you should get a little trickle. but not when Zen's pushing the damn gas
Oh
price.
no!
To
Now you.
1,000.
Now, I'm glad we did it when we did. If the prices
Yeah,
are what they
that's
are
really
now.
screwing people over that only had a small. Maybe they were only going to keep a
Yeah,
couple
man.
thousand PLS in their wallet to use for gas fees, and now they just used it all at once because they clicked without realizing that these fucktards are doing what they're doing.
It's horrible,
Yeah.
man. It's horrible, and all that bullshit
Yeah.
about being doing crypto for the people. Well, if you're jamming up on purpose, like stopping small people from trading, and you're making it a whales game, then are you really for the people, or
Yeah.
for yourself?
You guys think this has anything to do with the upcoming Fed coin?
I don't. I think it's a personal vendetta, personally.
What do you mean? You think he's like some inside freaking dude? You mean?
Yeah, like trying to create things to kill all the chains.
On purpose?
Yeah, and now FedCoin's going to launch, and they're going to be like, "Look, we don't have that here."
Look, I'm not saying he is, but there's definitely government people in this space, you know.
Yep.
Doesn't take a genius to work that out, but you know, this is just where we have to keep innovating to stay ahead of it. You know, we can't expect this to be an easy ride. You know, no one became a millionaire easily. You know, unless they won a lottery, and we're talking about challenging a money system here, doing things different. So of course we're going to get pushback. You know,
facts.
But
yeah,
it's just, you know, it's a bump in the road. We persevere.
I just the amount of ignorance though, like I'm seeing comments on Twitter, people are like, why is the gas fee so high? And other people who are just so blatantly stupid. It's a fork of ETH. That's why ETH is expensive, so it's going to be expensive too. It's like, shut up, stupid.
You know, Craig, half the people
Yes.
have an IQ lower than average.
Yes. It's just the mob mentality of, I don't really know what's going on, but this guy who's talking louder than everybody else, I'm going to repeat what he said because it convinced me when he said it. And then the next guy says it, next guy says it, and it's like all this misinformation.
Well, the problem is most people don't even listen or read the article. They just see a headline and then they just repeat that, and then they just believe the headline is the truth.
Well, first of all, the dumbass is running out of gas money anyway. He's asking hexagons to. So, hey, how you doing? Me and this group of degenerates are attacking your town, and we are shooting women and children and your livestock and everything. We are really running low on ammunition. So, if any of you guys don't mind, you could send some our way so we can
so
keep
true.
going.
So true, man.
It's like, why would you even help the fool out unless it's other people that sacked that got some PLS that are like, you know what, I changed my mind, screw all these guys, and they're wanting to help him, but they're going to run out eventually. It's like what do you call war of
well, we have product market fit, don't we? And I think their product is a lot more convoluted, you know.
Just wait them out.
Yeah, we've got the organic growth.
He says there's you can't kill PulseChain. There's only so many people who will mint. You just
that's true. It's like we saw this last time, didn't we? With ETH, it lasted what, a week, best part of a week, and then it kind of petered out.
Well, you know, don't bring a knife to gunfight. Don't try to storm Richard's castle with 50 plebs, 2 days worth of water and food, and a couple pitchforks and torches. Next time, bring a bigger.
Bring a machete.
Yeah, those are pretty popular.
Hey, Sammy, did you get your wallet fixed?
Yes, I did, man. Yeah, I just had to blast it with loads of priority fee.
Yeah, what was going on? Was there a validator in Europe down?
I think originally there was.
Yeah.
But I think I got cleared up quite early on. I was convoluting the two problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, just Richard was pretty much running it all at the start from his own computers.
Yeah, I mean, he said that in the beginning. He said the first couple of days are going to be slow while they replicate each other to all the validators.
Yeah, there was a hell of a load of traffic on there as well, though, man.
Yeah.
Crypto Kindness even just posted something. That can't be right. When was this posted?
What do you say?
Max fee 971,664 PLS. Slow, aggressive, 110.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 1.1 million PLS.
Nuts. That's crazier than I thought.
When did he post that? Oh, an hour ago. Okay, so maybe it's slowed down a little bit, but
that's insane.
Anybody that goes along with, if they're doing that intentionally, and anybody that's still a hexagon or a pulsekin, whatever, if you're still on board with that whole guy and everything else, then let me know so I can delete you from everything I have that you're on.
So it sounds even funny saying that. I mean, him and I were always good, but it sounds funny, like even saying crypto kindness.
Crypto kindness.
Is he basically endorsing this activity?
No. He said, his post says, "I like Zen, but I am not stupid. My PLS is far too precious. I'll come back later." And he shows a screenshot of what his the gas fee estimate was showing. But like I said, that says an hour ago, but on Twitter that could be 2 hours ago, whatever. But
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I know kindness started out, I mean, I don't mean to be like tribalistic, but he started out in this camp, and then he kind of got on board with that, and then it's kind of like all of a sudden you're kind of like, oh, the thing I started out with was kind of for the people. And
here's what upsets me the most about it. Not somebody trying to clog up the network to slow it down or whatever, or try to show that it's not working or broken or something. But what about these people that only could scrounge up a couple $100 to sacrifice for PLS? And they're sitting there with 2 million PLS is all they have, because they could only come up with $200 during that time because they had bills to pay or family to feed. And now they're sitting there with 2 million, and they're nervous, and they go in there to click to make a trade or do something, and all of a sudden half of their PLS is gone because they tried to send it to their other Trezor wallet account like they were told was a smart idea, and didn't realize that the gas fees had bumped up and they didn't have safety on there. You know what I mean? I'm just stuff like that it's like.
But I also think there's a certain failure, and now I have to say it, there's a certain failure from the top in our community. We should be warning people right now. This should be common knowledge. We should be like, guys, we're under a volume attack here. Perhaps let these things calm down. We should be sending out this educational information.
Yeah. At least we're talking about it.
Our own defenses sometimes. Yeah,
at least we're talking about it. It just bothers me that somebody's whatever their reason, maliciousness, or trying to prove a point or get back at somebody, whatever they're doing. These people that have 6 billion PLS from their SAC, that's not hurting them. Just the same thing with gas fees on Ethereum. Like you guys were saying earlier, the rich people, the guys riding private jets and all that kind of stuff, they're not worried about gas fees. They make moves when they make moves. But the blue collar guy, boots on the ground, trying to climb out of the shit and make something of their life and be able to put what they can in here and hope to at least tear up their family, help the next generation. They're the ones getting crapped on their heads.
Well, it's like parking tickets, isn't it? It's just like, it's always the guys with the supercars you see park right in the place you're not supposed to park, because it's just, for them it's just the price of parking, but for other people that same fee can really.
Yeah, the guy driving 100 miles an hour because he can afford, if his insurance goes up, they don't care if he gets a ticket, and run you off the road and kill you and your family in the minivan.
Oh man, yeah,
because he's going to play pickleball or something. Yeah, he's on his way to play pickleball and ran you and your family off the road in the Subaru Outback.
That was a really good sport to pick as well. So I just remember seeing a few
pickleball,
kind of pickleball guys.
I hear about everybody talking about it. It's like, oh, you got to try it. It's like so playing ping pong on a tennis court. It's great.
I think it's so funny. It started out as this like game for old people to play. It was like a really chilled out thing, and then I don't know, the young people found it, and it just became like brutal.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you talking about?
Pickleball.
The fuck is that?
It was like a game design. It was like a version of tennis, which you had to like take a lot less space, and like it was originally old people played it because it was like not as much
like
running around the court.
But you have this little paddles with a ball, and it's almost like you're playing ping pong over a tennis court thing or something. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. But it's super popular. I think wasn't BitBoy even getting into pickleball?
Oh, there was loads of YouTube influencers all kind of like doing it and stuff. Yeah.
I don't want a pickle.
SJ's back.
Gherkin, welcome back.
Man's still
Just
running.
want to ride on a motorcycle.
I'm almost back.
So,
I had to go inside.
Are you on this?
Oh, I am. Yes, indeed. I mean, it starts. So our first event, we just did a little live stream about it. Our first event is May 27th.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, but I'm going to start heading up to Northern California on Monday night or Tuesday at the latest. Because it just so happens that one of my best friends from college is getting married and she's having her bachelorette party up in Santa Rosa. So I have to be up in that area anyways. So I'm going to go hang out with her.
Man, I can't wait till I get to the point where I can just travel around. Just be fun. It's like, oh, yeah, this thing's going on in
buy a bus.
Well, right now I have a job driving around. Yeah. I won't be driving around this country very long without some money.
So you've got a bit on the tour, right? And you've got is Tim Benjamin joining you? People like that, or who's involved?
So it just depends on where we're at.
Okay.
Like for example, the first stop is Dublin, California, so Bay Area. And our guests are going to be J Money is going to kind of do a little intro kind of thing. And then Lit, who was just here a moment ago, he is going to be our guest speaker. So RG at the seminars, there's two different kinds of events, right, during this tour. Yeah. There's seminars and then there are meetups. So the seminars are a little more formal. That's where we're going to have a meetup beforehand. We're going to have a VIP dinner. There's going to be all sorts of like really cool stuff going on at those. And we'll have someone to kind of open the event and talk, and then someone to do like a 30 to 45 minute presentation on a topic of their choice that has to do with crypto and the Richard Hart ecosystem.
Yeah.
And then so like the 2 weeks after that event, might not even be two weeks. We're doing Portland, and Portland is going to be just kind of a meetup. Right. So we have a cruise, a little like lunch cruise planned for the Portland event. And then we'll probably meet up later that evening as well and do just like hang out at a bar or something. So that it's, more accessible to everybody. There's like for the boat, I think it's $85 for the luncheon. It's a 2-hour beautiful little like boat cruise with a luncheon going on. And then the meetup in the evening will just be free, for anyone who wants to come hang out. We'll probably just, like I said, hang out at a bar or something like that.
So
yeah, see, that sounds
so what
fun.
I understand is right. So obviously it's appealing to hexagons and pulsicons already, right? But is there a kind of two-tier element to it? Is it one to support the kind of people already in this system, and then it's also to kind of like try and get new fresh onboards? Is that the idea? How are you balancing?
Yeah, it's
them?
both. It's both.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
So RG, the presentation that he does, I got to see him do it on the cruise. That was actually kind of technically our first little run through of everything. And what he's doing is really kind of giving a whole overview of the history of crypto, where we came from. He talks a little bit about himself and his own journey into crypto and how he got here. And that whole portion of it, I think, is great for anyone who's already in the system, but especially for no coiners or people who don't understand crypto quite yet. It's going to give them a really great overview of how everything works and why Hex is a better Bitcoin and why Pulse is a better Ethereum. And then for the people that are already, plugged in, you're a Hexagon, you already know about all these products and everything. The value there is going to be, getting to hang out, like meeting the content creators, meeting the people who are building on PulseChain already. So, a lot of the people that are sponsoring the tour, and we do need more sponsors. If y'all are out there and, you want to participate and you want to help out with this tour, check out our sponsorship page. We have one of the cool sponsorship things is you can put your name, you can have your logo on the bus. So if you do I think it's like a premier sponsorship, the logo gets to go on the bus. And y'all, that bus gets so much attention. Everywhere I go, people are wanting to know what's up with it. What is this PulseChain thing? One of the things I want to do soon is get some kind of postcard holder so that wherever I stop, I can, you know, get out, put some postcards in there. And then like, while I'm going to do my thing, people can just kind of come and take a postcard and find out what PulseChain Tour is all about.
That can be printed on a 3D printer with a Hex and PulseChain logo on it.
What the box?
The postcard holder.
Oh, that's an idea. There you go. I like this.
So now is really the time to get out there and start marketing this thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
It really
100%.
like, I think we were so passionate as a community even a year ago, and we lost a little bit of wind in ourselves because everyone was waiting. But now I think we need to kind of take that flag out again and, you know, start really pushing this thing in real life. We're not promising anything anymore. It's live now, you know, so we can show people something that's actually happening.
Yeah. Certainly.
That's what I love about this community, man. It's just the energy and the passion, you know.
You guys
That's
see
the
intelligence, you know.
That's the twist about onboarding is psychologically it's easier to onboard when during the bear market or bull market when things are going up. Like, look, this was 10 cents last week, now it's 15 cents, if you know, whatever. But the twist is being able to convince the people you want to onboard in the bear market, right? You want them to buy low to where they have it when it goes high, not to buy when it's high. So it's somehow, you know, that's the twist with onboarding is convincing them like it's the bull, but doing it while it's the bear, and establishing that rapport with them that they understand that I know it's down right now, but this is when you buy it, because if you buy it when it's up,
dude, I've been doing that for a year. Watching it go down, getting onboards. It's you know, I can't wait for the next bull. I can't wait.
You're gonna have a lot of happy people that you onboarded when it was down, you know.
What's that, Sammy?
Hex is even cheaper now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. FYI.
Yeah, there's
not bad scoop.
Yeah.
When do you think it'll start showing dollar value on Pulse?
Well, who knows? When's he opening when he said open the bridge after 24 hours? But he might delay
24
that.
to 48.
Yeah. He might delay that. He might strategically delay that, and I wouldn't blame him. If the network's being DDoS, I would hold back.
That and Sunday's Mother's Day, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, so a lot of people are going to be taking care of their moms.
Occupied. Yeah, true.
I'd say Monday would make more sense. Maybe the dipshit will run out of PLS for gas by then.
You know, Superman put a link to one of his tweets. I'm not big on Twitter at all, so I don't go and look. But did you guys see it? I just posted it in the private chat.
No.
Pull that up, Craig.
Just sucks though that there's all these people that are actively waiting for that bridge to do things that's actually going to show the Jack Levine tweet.
Yeah, it starts off, all your blocks belong to us.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What a dick.
Lane.
Gas limit 30 million.
As I said, man, nothing's easy. You know, no prize is not hard fought. You know.
Whoop. White blocks belong to us.
How does that happen where it has 0 PLS burnt fees? Wait.
Well, this doesn't. Where did you see 0? Oh, here.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
See, this is where we need someone technical here.
I mean, this is within 2 blocks of that one, and then this is the very next block. So maybe I just don't know what this guy's I don't know what the end game is.
Well, the end game is to create bad FUD for PulseChain by temporarily bottlenecking it.
Yeah, day
so
of launch.
So then, with the aim that people can, then he can just shill his L1. That's all it is.
Well, and I don't see Richard stepping in and even commenting on it because that
because we shouldn't even be covering this, really, to be honest with you, because we're given the. But at the same time, you have to talk about these things. But this is not going to hopefully last for very long.
Well, like I said, I wanted to talk about them so that somebody doesn't go in there, click, 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 and not realize what's going on and be like, hey, what the hell? I just spent 100,000 PLS to send some of my stuff to this other wallet I made to be more secure and safe, just like everybody's telling me I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
Wow.
It's really making me wish I didn't hit that unlimited for PulseX.
How long are you going to be doing this? Are you 24-houring? What are you doing, Craig? What are you doing?
No. Okay, so we said we were gonna stream again, so I want to make sure we did stream. And it's been a couple hours now, so probably gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes, unless you guys have something you want to talk about. Because
that's what he always says, and it goes on for 2 more hours.
Johnny Chaos will pop in, and then 3 hours later we. So I would say we'll probably wrap it up here in a minute, unless somebody's got something else they want to talk about or somebody else comes on.
Okay, cool. I was just curious. I think I'm gonna go hop back on and say hi to the Hexo stream.
Yeah, they
RG just hopped back on there.
Yeah, that's fine. They've been going at it since yesterday, and I knew all that was happening when we did. It's just the fact that I said we would stream, and I didn't want one more reason to not stream. It's like this is our first trip back to the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're here.
It's good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see y'all. Thanks for having me on, and good to have you back, y'all. I'll be on next time for sure. Let me know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let you know. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Later.
So yeah, I think if we stream next week on Saturday, there's probably gonna be a lot new stuff to talk about between now and then, right?
Oh yeah,
Probably.
This Zen thing hopefully will be history, and the bridge will be open. I just feel like it's a real dick move, and it's going to affect the options people had about bridging stuff over and making, trying to actually bring value over for the AMM bots and all that stuff to do its thing with the gas rates. But if you don't, if you sit on your hands and let those people that have the quantity of tokens do what they're doing, don't be spending like 10% of your coins just to make some transactions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, not financial advice. Just saying it's.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going through the entire supply of PLSX?
Yeah, you need to check exactly how much estimated PLS it's actually going to take. You have to make sure you do that. And if it's anything significant, just don't bother.
It's purposely degrading the network for what it was designed to do, just for some other big-headed dickhead that never needs to work a day in his life to come in and mess up our Black Panther Party.
MV, man, I really don't think they communicated behind the scenes, and it's a coordinated thing.
Not at all. If you had to, I'd give you a week to pitch that case, and you still wouldn't have an argument.
I think Richard wants a flawless launch. He wants it to look good and prove to everybody you waited for the right thing. We've been telling you that ETH sucks and this is the way to go. I don't think he would ever try to sabotage his own launch weekend and make it vastly more expensive to do transactions when that was the whole purpose of making it, was to show that it can be done better and faster and cheaper.
Right.
My opinion. Right. So.
Yeah, I agree. There's no
anything else. Anything else you guys want to talk about, or anything anybody wants to say before we go? It's not quite 2.5 hours on this first stream, but
it's been good. It's been good. But yeah, everybody, please subscribe. If you're watching this later, don't think you're subscribed because it looks like the same channel.
Yes, it's new channel, same people, same name, but new channel. So all the subscriptions, all that stuff is gone, and obviously we have to start from ground zero. And we've been fortunate enough that we have. Let me refresh this.
I show
69 subscribers. That sounds like a good place to leave off. That's good because a little while ago I refreshed it was 66. So,
Yep.
69 subs. Some of those were before we even streamed the first time. So we appreciate you guys, friends of the channel and friends of us, for stopping by. And we'll see you next Saturday. Unless something crazy happens, and if so, look for the post on Twitter for the time if we have to reschedule it. But otherwise, we'll aim for next Saturday again.
Yeah, slowly, man.
Yeah, let me just put for the 6 people watching, I'll put a link to the Discord.
Yeah. There you go. If anybody watches this on the replay, so man, we could almost have like a little pickleball match. It's like us 4 against those 6.
I was thinking that
just enough people,
something like it.
I need one of them to come over on our side. I don't know how many people play pickleball. I think it's just 2-on-2, right?
Excellent choice, man. Fix your internet, man. Come on next week. Get it straightened out.
So everybody have a good rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day. If your mother is still around, make sure you call her, send her flowers, do something nice for her, even if you don't like her. Because trust me, I lost mine a few years ago, and they do not stick around forever.
Facts.
So whatever your beef is, make her feel extra guilty by sending her something nice. So otherwise, John Boy, good to see you, man. I'm sorry. I have sucked lately about returning texts and phone calls and all this stuff, man. I'm sorry, but I'm glad to see you. Mm-hmm. It's like the old gang, the Vegas gang's back, man.
It was good to see everybody.
Yeah. So with that said, we got
to get Hexius Man back in here too.
Yeah, I sent him an invite. I thought he was going to make it, but he must have. I mean, this weekend, who knows, right? What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man.
Get Hines in here and have the real original crew in.
Yeah, be good to get the any of the regulars on here for one stream. Would be sweet. And then Toby wants to be a regular now too. So obviously he's going to be busy with validators and stuff, but generally speaking, he'll probably be around a lot more.
Awesome.
Okay, outro.
Ciao, folks.
You ready? You got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it.